What's up guys, Jonny May here and welcome to this week's quick tip where you're going to learn the classic Christmas song It Came Upon a Midnight Clear in a jazz waltz style. This lesson is for beginner and intermediate players, so this is a very simple approach. Let me show you what you're going to learn in this lesson. This lesson also comes with a backing track. This sounds super cool with a backing track. Check it out, guys. You're going to be learning the melody, and you're also going to learn how to take these very sophisticated jazzy chords, and I'm going to show you my beginner intermediate jazz stride waltz approach, where you just take two notes from the chord, you play it with the root, and it sounds awesome. We're also going to talk about how to make the melody more interesting and how to fill in between the melody using slides and rolls. So there is a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, we're going to dive in here, and we're going to first look at the melody. I'm going to teach you the melody, and then we're going to talk about the chords and this technique that I love to do. It's a beginner intermediate technique, but it allows you to play very complex chords in a very simple way, okay? And they sound really beautiful, okay? So let's start with the melody. Go ahead and sit at your piano. We're starting on the C. This is an octave above middle C. And check out phrase 1. Kind of the first phrase right there, okay? It came upon a midnight clear. Thumb on C. We're going to hop up to the A. Then we're going to go E. So we have C, A, E. And then we're going to walk this down. That's G, F, D. And then we're going to go C, D, C. Very, very simple little melody here. Okay, you got that? Next part of the phrase. Okay, that's walking up from D, D, E, F, F, G, A, G. Okay, very simple. That's kind of phrase number 2. All right, phrase number 3, it's very similar to phrase number 1. We go C, A, that's a little walk up, little sixth interval, C, A, E, G, F, D, C, and then back up D, C. Okay, and this is going to change here. C, D, D, E, D, C, F. Okay? This is section 1 of the tune. You can learn the other sections on your own, but I kind of want to walk you through these principles of how I take a jazz standard, how I take a lead sheet like this, and how I create kind of a beginner intermediate jazz waltz arrangement. Let's go ahead and play the whole melody together, and then we're going to talk about the left hand. We're going to talk about some fun things you can do in the right hand to sort of fill it in. By the way, guys, I'm walking you through my arranging process, and if you're enjoying this lesson, you can learn my arranging process with all of our other lessons at pianowithjonny.com. We have a ton of beginner intermediate lessons where we walk through jazz standards and different styles that are super fun to play. Okay, guys, let's do this. Ready? Here's the melody. Go ahead and play along with me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay? And you might need to move the fingers around. Sometimes you have better fingering for certain phrases. You don't want to get too tripped up with the fingers, so kind of keep that in mind. By the way, guys, the lesson sheet here is downloadable and printable for our members at pianowithjonny.com. You can also change the key of the sheet music, slow it down, loop sections. There's a lot of really powerful features. So if you want to get access to the sheet music, you can check it out in the Piano with Jonny membership. By the way, right now, we're doing our biggest Christmas special, our biggest special we offer all year long, up to 50% off the Piano with Jonny membership. If you've ever wanted to be a member here and get access to our over 300 lessons, video lessons, over 150 sheets, our live monthly events, we do a live Q&A, a live workshop, challenges for our members. We do kind of everything. It's the full learning platform, ear training exercises, backing tracks. You can get up to 50% off until December 25th. So I'll put a link below to that. But again, just tons of courses along the lines of this topic. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move along here. I want to talk about the left hand and this technique that allows you to play jazz even if you don't have a lot of experience, okay? Check it out. Very cool technique. And what am I doing? What are these chords that I'm using? Well, if you look at these chords up here, you know, these seventh chords, F major 7 and B flat dominant 7 and A minor 7, you know, these can be sort of intimidating for a pianist at first. Well, how do you approach these chords if you're sort of a beginner? Well, you can take these chords, which are fairly large chords, and only use 3 notes from the chord, okay? It's a very basic idea. And what I'm doing is, you know, I'm taking a chord like our first chord, F major 7, and I'm just using the bottom note, and I'm going up to the second note and the 4th note of the chord. So if you have 4 notes in a chord, you go root and then up to the 2nd and 4th note. And that's the basic idea here, okay? And we're doing this with each chord. So let's go ahead and play the first chord, F major 7, root to chord, just like that. Doing a great job. Let's go B flat, dominant 7. It's going to be down here, okay? In fact, you can play it a few different ways. You can play it B flat up to D and A flat like that, okay? You could also play like that, and that's actually how I notated it here in the lesson sheet. I think I like this one a little bit better, but basically it's a B flat dominant 7th chord. I'm just using 2 notes from the chord, but I'm inverting those 2 notes. I'm putting them up here, and that's quite nice, okay? Let's go ahead and play these 2 chords together. Let's start with the F major, B flat 7, that's B flat down here, okay? We're gonna use the same technique here, guys. Root on the A minor, that's our next chord, and we're gonna use this third note of the chord and 4th note of the chord to create these beautiful harmonies. By the way, what notes are these from the chord? Well, if you take an A minor 7 chord, which looks like that, it's the 3rd and the 7th of the chord, because chords are built root, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. So we're just using the root and then the 3rd and the 7th, which would normally look like that, but we're inverting it up like that, okay? Just want you to understand what we're doing here for these chords. 4th chord here is a D7. You're doing a good job. D up to F sharp and C. 5th chord, we call it a G7 sus4. Beautiful suspension on the chord. That's an FC up to F and B. You're doing a great job. And then our final chord, C7 sus4. That's going to be here. C up to F, B flat. And then C up to E and B flat. Okay? And guys, that's pretty much all the chords you need to know in order to play this entire tune, okay? Let's review them one more time and then we'll continue, okay? F major will be here, F up to A and E, B flat 7, B flat on the bottom, up to A flat D, A minor 7 will be there, D7 will be here, G7 sus4, we'll grab these 2 notes, down to the F and B, you're doing a great job, and then the C7 will be here like this, okay? And then we resolve it to there, okay? Very, very simple, root to chord, okay? Let's look at the next phrase, F major 7, same thing. B flat 7, it's gonna be that jump there, same thing we had earlier. A minor 7, D7, okay? We played this chord already, so let's continue along. G7, I'll be down here, G, up to the F and B, okay? And then a C7, C up to E and B flat, and then we go F6. This is kind of a new chord, F up to A and D. This is called an F6 chord. Normally we play it like that, but we're gonna use the root and then go up to these 2 notes from the chord, and then we're gonna do a little button at the end, just a little F, just kind of end the tune like that, okay? So guys, those are the chords. You learn the melody, you learn the chords, now you just got to put it together. Okay, let's walk through this, guys. Again, super easy, beginner intermediate approach to playing jazz. Don't worry if you don't understand all of these chords right now. If it's kind of going over your head, it's okay. You're going to get them over time, especially as you're getting more and more exposed to them. You can check out more of these lessons at Piano with Jonny. You'll get more and more comfortable over time. Okay, let's start with the melody. C, that comes in together. Chord, E, G, that's together. D, C, chord, and then D, C, chord. You're doing great. C, D, that's together. You guys see that? And then now it resolves to the B and the C7. That comes in there, and then we resolve it, okay? Doing a fantastic job. Let's do the next phrase. That's together. B flat. Come down to the C with the A minor chord. D, C, chord. G, this is the G7. C7, that's together. And then the F6, 2, 3, 1. All right, guys, what you want to do is you want to speed that up. Get it to a point, I'd say a good goal will be about here. I set a metronome marking of 120, but this is a pretty good goal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, you can also play this with the backing track. The backing track is downloadable for our members at pianowithjonny.com. It's super fun to play with the backing track. Once you get it there, let's try it with the backing track. Okay, here we go. And the backing track does continue because you can play it several times, but that's basically how you would approach it. There's another really cool technique where you can take your melody and you can sort of roll into the melody notes. Let me show you what I'm doing and then I'll kind of break it down. Okay, what did I do there? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm doing a little roll down from F, F, D, C. Okay, it's something I love to do. You kind of do it really fast, and then the C comes with the next bass note. Okay, once more. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You see it? And that's a really fun technique. Some other things you can do are some fills. I'm just using kind of an F minor blues sound, F going up to the A flat, A and the C. You can do a slide there with the third finger up to the A. And you can do a little down slide. See that? Down to D and then C. So a lot of cool little things you can add. Hey guys, this concludes the quick tip. Did you enjoy the video? If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Now, I mentioned during the lesson that we just launched our biggest special that we offer all year long, up to 50% off the Piano with Jonny membership, and this gives you unlimited access to over 300 video lessons, over 150 sheets, our live events, our weekly challenges, and basically all of the material that we have at pianowithjonny.com, our community. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description below, but if you want to take advantage of the up to 50% off, make sure to go to pianowithjonny.com before December 25th. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next quick tip.